You see it?
You need a fan.
I do. I'm telling you.
Oh, good. Oh, good Lord.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah. You know, I brought my alcoholic beverage to celebrate when it clicked on 5 o'clock, and I thought I'd have to wait. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to wait 40 minutes to crack it open, but now I only have to wait like
a few minutes,
11 seconds.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Official sponsor.
What is it?
What is?
What's your alcohol? What's your beverage?
Oh, well, my coffee cup is golden artist colors.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Inside. But no, I brought my balsamic vinaigrette again.
Oh.
My Lindemans.
Oh, you got some more of that shit?
Framboise.
Oh.
Wait, you just drink it?
Oh no, it's just the I drank it on a podcast a while ago, and Johnny Camp was like, "What? That's what my balsamic vinaigrette looks like."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
just a plug.
I got you.
3.2. The heavy stuff.
Oh boy.
Oh, now I got a drink.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Like he said,
it would be the best drinking game, man.
It would be.
Oh boy.
Watch for an hour and then drink. Got drunk.
Mang and Neads show.
So what do you got in there, Angelo? Got any fucking hot topics?
No, man.
I
was up.
So.
I worked. I put in a full day yesterday between the show and did some recording. Did some of my own little recording. And yeah, I was like going till like 3 or so in the morning and not paying attention to the news. Imagine that. So
that's what I do every day.
Yeah, I don't really know. Anything that was going on or what's the latest. All I know is that I just get it's just like I'm really like about had it with Facebook as far as just like having, it's like I've never deleted anybody.
Me neither.
I've never like, over just stupid stuff, but it's just getting like too much to look at,
Oh,
just,
quit
like,
being a fucking pain.
I'm the same way, man.
I'm saying like I'd rather not know these things about.
No, I like
people.
it because then I love it. Then you know everything about you know what I mean? Like even you don't even have to hang out with them or ever know all about how
you don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to put
close.
yourself through that thing where like, oh man, yeah, they seem cool and stuff, and then you hang out with them and whatever. You get onto Facebook though, and there's not one time where you would say, oh yeah, they're actually pretty cool. Got a lot of static going on. But,
and so I do constantly though the term of people saying they are coming out with some new stuff that's gonna change everything, and this has been going on for years now. So like they're always saying it like, oh, you see what Giuliani got? Oh yeah, when he lets you know what he got, when he testifies, and here we are, still hasn't done it. Nothing's come out. And this is all like in line with that QAnon and like cabal and shit's going down, the pedophile ring. Like
oh yeah. All the fake everyone's a pedophile.
Well,
and they're ready to everybody puts out that message. Oh, when the information comes out any day now, That's what I'm talking about. The any day now stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, but I did start deleting friends.
Oh, fuck no, not me.
I said I wouldn't do it.
No, fuck that.
But not friends.
Oh.
But just people that I kept on there, I'm like, hey man, your opinion's your opinion, man.
Yeah.
But nope. Because certain people, they just don't.
I like it because at some point, like I just say stuff on there. Like if they put a stupid comment where I've had enough, I just do it that I'll just comment and they'll either delete me or lose it, and I just trash them.
Yeah.
I saw this one that was this kid.
Say a couple kind words.
It was a kid that, like a younger guy that I like. It was about music. I think he was a drummer.
Ooh.
And so like that's how I like met him, and then like, oh yeah, let's
Took you home from a gig.
Then we found that. Then we were like, yeah, exchanged Facebook, and then we were like Facebook, friends. But then I never talked to him again or like anything at all. Never even saw a post from the kid.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I see one from him, and it said, if you dislike Trump, then you don't support our country, and I want to know who does so I can delete you now.
Oh, people say that to me. I just scroll through.
Shit.
I'll get back to you later,
And then
motherfucker.
I'm like, dude, I don't even know this kid, so why do I care? I want to just be like, yo, fuck you. But at the same time, I'm like, it's just stupid. So instead, I'm like, dude, in my head, just do whatever you got to do. But it's just funny that,
right.
And like I said,
did you comment on his thing? Trump blows.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised when I see people from tour that are Trump supporters because it just doesn't seem like it fits the bill. You know what I mean? Like they're all hippies, and to see them, like I watched someone invited me to the live watch parties that are happening now. You know,
man, see everybody loves you. I don't get invited to shit because they know.
Well,
they just want to hold me as a friend, but they don't want to like hang out.
They're probably afraid you're gonna talk through their watch party.
About nothing, too.
Yeah. And they're like, I'll keep Warner. He'll listen.
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Here
we go.
Here's that part.
There's a fucking Warner's here.
Yeah, but I tuned into one, and it was a guy playing a banjo.
Yeah, it was.
And he was ripping it.
Good banjo player.
Well, he's obviously from like West Virginia or whatever, so he had either his sister or his cousin sitting next to him, and
right.
She's in her bra with a jean vest,
right?
And I was like, "Whoa!"
Did she have mountain mouth?
No, well, you couldn't tell.
She had them closed, Josh.
But yeah, he's just wailing away. So he's got dreads. She's got dreads.
Was he playing the instrument or fucking his cousin?
Ripping it. Talking about his cousin.
Oh.
No, he's playing the banjo, just ripping it, right? And then you look at his shirt, and it's like, Trump or bust or whatever.
Yeah, a nut.
And then when he puts his banjo down, it's he's like, hey, everyone out there fighting for America, fighting to keep it, blah 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 blah. And it's just like it's strange that someone with dreadlocks and tie dye is a Trumper,
right?
But you don't see that stuff coming. But those people, I mean, I didn't mind. That's in that case with the type of person he was. I'm not gonna. There's no reason to delete him. You know what I mean?
Right.
You fight for America, man. If that's good for you, man. But it's the other people that are just constantly, everything they're posting contradicts just good health guidelines. Like, why is it if you're wearing a mask, why do I have to wear a mask? I'll just leave that there.
Yeah.
I'll just, boom. I'll just drop that mic on you. You already have a mask. And then I got to look at the 90 comments because they're all friends with hippies. They're like the one Trumper.
Right.
Per the 90 other friends and everyone. And this one girl named Summer Owens.
Oh.
And we met her at the Gorge. And she bought a painting from me. I followed her for a while. She's a stewardess. So she posts cool airline pics. They're actually, side note, stewardess have some of the best Instagram feeds because they go everywhere and they know how to pose and all that.
Right.
But
and they
constantly undermining any standard like good health guidelines. Like she wants her hair cut. She wants her hair did. She doesn't understand why, and it's always she backs all the conspiracy theories. She shares the pandemic. Hey, who's that handsome guy?
Look at that. I got another good one coming at you. I got some close-ups and pull them in.
It's cool. I got the keyboard equipment behind me. Makes it look like I actually have something to do with music.
Oh, yeah.
This side profile of Josh is nothing to scoff at, though. I tell you what.
I threw in some art from Sarah Young's in the back that she did from a Shaka.
Oh, yeah. That's one of...
thing. So, like, my background is, like, kind of like I'm swimming in a...
right, like you're in a child's book?
Like a child's
I like
book,
her, man.
yeah.
Sarah Young's.
Yeah.
She's got that recognizable, like I always talk about.
Right.
Same thing I mentioned with Dave Russo. Sarah Young's is pretty recognizable. Like, you see her art and you know it's her.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
What time is it?
55.
4:55.
4:55.
most.
So, what do you got, Josh? What's your what's been burning your ass? You know?
Not a lot usually. Remember, I don't.
Well, you got that cream, so
Yeah. Nope.
You are
Preparation H.
You are prepared with
Yeah.
Preparation H.
Fucking A.
Preparation.
No hemorrhoids for Needham.
so my first hemorrhoid.
Yeah, tell me about it, because I know you've had them.
Well, I was playing college basketball.
Oh man, motherfucker.
Yeah, like a stud. And
Let's bring it down in that SUNY, right?
it was gotcha. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
I was
let's
playing
not
I was playing D3 ball.
Yeah, let's not get fucking
It's not even
carried
D3.
away.
It was junior college.
Yeah.
But anyway, so apparently, the urban culture, like the rest of my team that was from Brooklyn and the Bronx and all that, everyone that came up to play basketball, they don't like talking about buttholes.
Whoa.
Like they're not. They think it's a real white boy thing to do. And
Really?
so I had to learn the hard way because I started talking about it, and pretty uncomfortable situation
For you or for them?
for them.
Oh,
For them.
cool. Yeah. Then you just keep
obviously-
harping on it. That's
Yeah.
what I.
Obviously, it's not hard for us.
Right.
No, but I was like, for those of you who are experiencing your first hemorrhoid, you don't know what's going on. You never touch your butthole,
Right.
right? And when you wipe, it's uncomfortable, but there's a little itch to it, and it's like, ooh, man, it's like. So I'm wondering, I'm like, oh man, so
Oh no.
I'm probably gay.
Did you milk it?
my
you milked it,
butthole's
didn't you? You tried rubbing it.
my
didn't
butthole's
you?
like asking for it. It's like, hey man, I want to be touched.
Did you go fuck that Preparation H? I'm gonna try some Bengay. Fucking let it really burn.
This is before I even thought it was a hemorrhoid. I was like, man, I'm experiencing sensations in my butthole.
Oh man.
And being in art school, I wanted to be kind of upfront about it. And I'm
Right.
like, wow.
So you
this is-
tickled it with a paintbrush.
Yeah, it was devastating. I was like, oh no.
Huh.
So this is what being gay is like. So that's. So
Well-
I started wearing scarves and
Right.
You know,
and
and-
capes.
yeah.
Going to concerts with capes.
But I was so. This is no joke. When I found out it was a hemorrhoid, it was after it burst, and I was so relieved. I either had my period, and then I was like, wow, I must be real gay.
Well,
Or I don't mean to be insensitive.
yeah,
To,
don't. Yeah, don't.
LGBTQ.
Yeah,
but,
they.
but it's confusing. I was 19, and I thought I knew everything. But
That's what your friends told you. But
yeah, but then once it burst, and I realized I had a hemorrhoid.
You were like, let's go to Pound Town.
Yeah, I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, guess what? I'm not gay. No big deal. But yeah, it was tough. But,
Huh.
Yeah, and they come back every few years.
Well,
No big deal. Just sharing. See what I mean? This is what I mean.
I don't want
You think I planned on talking about a hemorrhoid?
No, but I haven't been. I don't want to.
That's
I
what's
have.
great about our show.
There's
I
something
haven't been
about it.
down that
Plan
road
that.
yet.
You don't go like this enough.
I haven't been down that road. I've only had a few fingers in my butt.
I'll tell you what.
nothing
I
to-
can
nothing to
see
do with
your
a
fingers
hemorrhoid,
from
though.
here. Josh's fingers look like an old branch of an old oak tree.
It's like Hansel and Gretel's fingers.
I
right?
wouldn't
Or
want to go near
Gretel
even
or
the first
Hansel.
knuckle.
What one was the? What one? One of them. What one was? Where there's a girl and a boy? Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
Hansel. My fingers are like nice, real skinny fingers, long.
Yeah, they're scary. I can't even look at it now. I have to look
Fuck.
away.
Keep losing fucking contact with everybody.
I just got a message. Stacy's probably watching. She's like, when you told me to give you the
Oh, really?
maybe, I don't know. She's got it. She's probably watching.
We
Oh.
went dark pretty quick,
Hey,
for
Dave,
sure.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I don't know why.
no, but
I don't know
it-
why.
The dark
It was
side.
good. Well, she probably didn't care about the hemorrhoid part. It probably was you said gay 15 times.
Yeah.
But
That's what I mean. I don't mean to be insensitive. I'm just so used to telling that as a joke.
Oh,
And times have changed. Like that was 2000,
right,
and I realize how archaic it sounds now.
right, yeah.
It is pretty insensitive. But
It
I was
is.
scared. No
It's
joke.
one thing to be an uphill gardener, but
That's gonna take me a minute.
right.
Yeah.
What is-
It doesn't matter. It's like
Be safe.
What does it mean?
you kind of have to hunch a little bit,
yeah.
maybe. I don't know, man. It's like,
Yes.
yo, spend 60
Fuck
days
it,
straight.
eh?
You'll start to get the lingo. All right?
Yeah, you get
They
it.
say JB-isms. These are Josh-isms.
It
Toe toucher.
yeah, toe toucher. It's got a meaning. You could find it on Google. I'm sure. So we should get to a different
Topic.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, let's bring Warner in. This will be great. This will be great.
We probably shouldn't talk about buttholes the whole time.
Oh,
I
man.
mean,
I regret it already.
All right, so
uh,
we can talk about what I did for that intro, man. I layered a song. It
Oh, that
cool,
was
man.
your intro, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was, but it cut out for some reason. It was just a little
Yeah.
sample of it,
It was.
of the intro, but I added some
I think it
guitar
was a
over that
sign.
same
It's
track.
probably a sign from the good Lord himself.
And
Fucking Needham's had enough. No, it was good.
it's a good one.
It's a good one.
And then I recorded
The song's actually good. Sorry. The song's actually good. I've never heard it before. The lyrics are actually pretty good. That's why I don't listen to Radiohead, because every fucking song I've ever heard from before, fucking even I've tried. But I've never heard that song. It's a pretty good song. It's
Are
not
you
gonna
gonna
make
play it
me.
again. I didn't hear it today. You
It's
didn't
not
play
gonna
it?
make me go. Well, he played the introduction of it, the like ding 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 da ding, sticking my dick in a drill or something.
That's exactly
That's
the emotion
exactly.
I was looking for
Yep.
when I did that.
Fucking just in the tip, boys.
Are you gonna play it again? Can you play it again?
I don't have like a final mix of it. So, and when I play it through the the thingy, it starts making little clicky click noises.
Oh. Well, it's not finito then.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I can pull it off.
Don't you, boy?
Are they still going after Fauci or what? Cuomo says if you're gonna
wait, that was something I saw. Somebody
What?
went after him.
I bet.
Rand Paul.
Oh.
Rand Paul himself, making his daddy not so proud.
Yeah, he's a fucking. I don't even have a word for him. Who was I talking about? Oh,
Fauci.
Cuomo. Cuomo's gonna if you're working at a nursing home, you gotta be tested 2 times a week. I'm pretty positive. If you're gonna be if you're working, if you're going to work at a nursing home,
I've got a question.
Go
about
ahead.
The tests.
Go ahead.
So Trump his press briefing's going to be outside, and he had banners made up, like he went to
Dude, he shut it down. He was so
Mad yesterday.
mad.
We played that.
Did he shut it down? I missed it, man. Well, so he had the banners that say America #1 in testing.
Oh, he did
And
not.
He flanked the podium with 2 giant banners that said #1 in testing, and which is probably true.
Wait a second. They had fucking
Test.
banners made?
Test done. That's what I'm saying. And then that's why
that girl said that
called him
yesterday.
out, and she was so like pushy about it. She's
Right.
like, "Why are you doing this?
Why would you ask such a mean question or something, he said.
Well, but it's not
Why don't you ask China?"
China!
China.
And then she pulled her mask off. Did you see that? She pulled her mask off. Why are you asking me that? She goes.
I didn't see any of this.
Oh, it was
But all I
yesterday.
know
It
is
was, like,
I saw the
live when we
banners
watched it.
that said #1 in testing, and my question is like, all right, so I see all these posts being like, oh, everyone's up in arms about Italy, this and that, and they superimpose Italy like over Texas, and it's like, oh, they really have more deaths than America. Well, it makes sense because Italy's the size of Texas, right? Barely, or whatever. And so they use it that way, but then they turn around and say America's #1 in testing. But is it compared to how many people are in America?
No, not
300
at all.
million?
That's the whole point. But he won't admit that statistic. He'll
But you
only
can't do
admit
it one
the
way
one,
and not the other.
Well,
and
no
that's what they
shit.
try to point out. And he just shrugs it off. That's
You got
all.
a clip? I'm missing it. You got a clip, man? I want to hear this.
I don't. I can
Did he
find
go
one.
live
Go
today
ahead,
yet?
Go ahead.
He fucking do it. He fucking. Well.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
I'm everything's going down, just like prices on everything is tumbling
Yeah, dude.
What are you
at
going to
an
buy?
alarming rate. What?
You going to buy something?
Me? No, I'm just
Oh,
reading.
she was. Yeah,
What?
that woman when she pulled her mask down.
You gonna play it again for Warner?
Yeah,
You got the whole video and
I
everything?
got the whole video.
Well, fucking A. Mang and Neads show. Sonic
Hold
Garden
on,
Radio
I gotta-
Live.
Gotta give him a minute.
The heat lines are open.
Yeah, they are. Somebody call us in.
607-373
You know who we need
heat.
to talk to? We need old fucking, what's his name to call us up.
You can call. We can call anybody.
Yeah, we just start calling people.
Ange, was I talking to you about Johnny? I think we were talking about it off air. Josh, do you know Johnny Burns from Peterson's? I don't know who you know down there. He's one of the owners.
I don't know if I mean,
he wears a flat brim white baseball cap.
I don't know. I know a bunch of them because like I've known Nate since we were like 11 or younger.
He's
They
the
used to
best,
come
man.
up all the time and whatever with my cousin
Hey, I thought you cleaned this thing.
Jeff and stuff.
What is it?
I'm just kidding.
Oh no, we definitely did.
Yeah.
Just messing with it.
Yeah, quit fucking around.
It's your own shit.
He's
over
polishing it like it's his fucking, like it's a BBC.
Still sound the same if I do this?
Muffle it. Oh my.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking pass out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, breathe that shit in for a minute. Tell me how you're doing.
No, but anyway, Johnny Burns is. I think we weren't on air. We were just having a conversation. But he talked about the like he was talking to me about when I was doing live paintings, and he was just telling me how like grateful he was that I was doing it out there. But then he made like, all right, Josh, this is the type of guy that would come up on lot and be talking this crazy shit, and you'd like shoo him away, but you wouldn't. Yeah, I bet you if you heard him, you'd be like, oh, he kind of has a point. And here's the point, that whenever anything is created, something that didn't exist before, right, and it's being brought into, like it's being manifested, it's being brought into life or creation or whatever,
Right.
and people witness it all together, that they now share in a like a shared vibe because they watched something that didn't exist before and they watched it be created. And he's talking about me doing a live painting, but I'm thinking about watching music, like a live show.
Right.
There is some kind of thing about live music or live anything like happening in front of us that you want to experience it with a bunch of people because you have a bond with all the people now.
Right.
And he mentioned chi, like in its chakras and stuff, and it's not hokey pokey or whatever, like it's real. But I'm gonna talk to him. We got to get him on this podcast, and I tell you what, man, it is maybe not for you, Josh, but Ange, for sure. Like you'll love it, man. He's got some of the best theories, and it's about energy and how like I don't know, man, different situations and like shared energy is real. And it's like there's proof, because why else would 30,000 people go to a live concert?
Well, they all want to see it. It doesn't mean they want to see it with someone else.
But they do.
Yeah.
No one like that's the thing. No one is pumped about watching well,
how about all the people that complain
No,
about
no,
people talking? They're the same people that talk.
It's totally true. Like people go so crazy
Are they-
over going to see a band, and I've seen many bands.
Me too.
There's been awesome times, but at the end of the day, you went and saw a band, and it's like,
but it's not, because you went with all these other people,
Right,
and
and
now you
that's
have
a-
the shared experience, because it's not the same without the shared experience, and that's what we are. That's why I want to talk to Johnny Burns. I think he'd have something really interesting to say about the fact
Yeah,
that
let's get him in here.
you can watch someone perform on a podcast,
I got questions.
but not being next to it, because it's like, I don't know, after you do it, coming out of the show and knowing that everyone went to that show together, because we see post shakedown when they come afterwards,
right.
they're not the same people
They're
that went
just
into the show.
Right. It's exciting.
They are fucking
Well-
pumped, and they're all a different person, but they're now all a little bit closer to each other because of that
Right.
shared experience.
But I think, like, I mean, you go adding, they're not all sober. Like, you go adding drugs and all that to it, you seem...
It distorts. It
well,
distorts
they're going to
what's
have a better
actually
time.
there.
You're probably going to
Right.
you might have a better time, or like you,
or does that allow you to
might-
enjoy it with other people?
or can you even recall half of the show though? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's another thing that I'm saying. Like, you go to those shows. I mean, I've gone with people before, but I don't know. I
You've been
guess
to a
I'm a
couple
different
shows.
fucking breed, anyways.
Yo, I got this track, or this Trump thing.
Let's do it.
Secretly, in his office,
He is watching Trump.
he is gonna
Here
vote
we
for
go.
Trump. Yeah. What do you You took us away from what we were talking about.
I
to
know.
what?
To
I was
not-
just filling the air. I was just
Fuck.
filling the air with
I know, me too.
philosophical
And
stuff.
then he
what
does
happened to my
this. I love
volume?
it when he does this. Hey,
No, well, you guys. Yeah.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't mean it.
No, that's all right.
I thought it was a good moment. But
No,
for
it
some
was.
reason, I'm
It
not
was.
getting any.
But it would have been good if
oh,
it
yeah, 'cause-
played.
Right, because it was completely muted.
But I wouldn't have anything to talk about if you didn't do that.
Wait, so you still got time? Because I got something else.
Well, I'm gonna push it right now.
All right.
But you can say something if you want.
Nah, it
I don't
don't take
mind.
too long.
Yeah,
Right, Josh?
it might.
You need a fan.
I know.
Many
We got
times
one right
that
behind the couch
The
there.
U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does
Ready?
that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if every day Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? When you ask them that question, you may get a very unusual answer. Yes,
he's
behind you,
pissed off.
please.
Man.
What, sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm
I
telling
should
you.
ask
I'm
China?
not saying
Shut
it
up.
specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question
That's
like
not
that.
a nasty
Please go
question.
ahead.
Why does it matter?
Okay, anybody else? Please, go ahead in the back, please.
Caitlin?
I have two questions.
No, it's okay.
But
We'll
you
go over
pointed
here.
to me. I have two questions, Mr.
Next,
President.
next, please.
But you called on me.
I did, and you didn't respond, and now I'm calling on
Sorry, I just
the
wanted
young
to,
lady in the back, please.
I just wanted to let my colleague
Okay.
finish. But can I ask you a
Ladies and
question,
gentlemen,
please?
thank you very much. Appreciate
But
it.
you-
Thank
Beat
you
it,
very much.
motherfuckers. Right.
He walked out?
Oh, yeah. He had enough. He wouldn't even let Caitlin Collins finish.
Yeah. Even though he called on her.
Yeah, even though he called on her.
Staying at home and
Stay at home. Old Caitlin. She got a great voice, man.
Yeah.
She does.
Who is
Very
this?
good
I don't
voice.
know.
What?
I don't know who it is.
She's a CNN.
She's a CNN lady. But I don't give a fuck who you work for. If you got a good voice,
Then
and
we
a-
like you.
and a and a good head on
good
your shoulders,
attitude.
good
Yeah, right.
attitude. I mean, I guess there's some people that have a good voice, but then you feel out their attitude for about a third of a second.
Pretty easy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all you need is 3 words from one of them fucking dipshits that work for one of them. Holy,
OAN.
no, I don't like.
What is OAN?
Dude, I found the best video
It
of an
is-
OAN reporter.
Play it. Find it again.
I couldn't find it again. I swear, man. I tried so hard. I was like, I couldn't even describe. I'm like anchor on OAN.
So like I was saying yesterday, I go to that channel. It's like this little barely can make cable. I think like they barely fucking Jake. What's his name? What's that?
Jake Gyllenhaal?
His dad owns it. So you already know
Jack
it's probably a
Gyllenhaal.
Peckerhead network.
John Oliver did a thing on it, but you
Yeah,
know,
he
you
did.
see their stuff. They pop on. They're like the.
But they're on. I get
They're
on.
like the super Trumpers watch OAN. They're the one that Trump called on, and he's like OAN.
but they're little time.
and they ask
I
like
got it. So
they
they are.
ask those questions like the Chinese virus started in, or they were the ones that were like, do you consider Chinese food a racist term?
right.
And he's like, no. And they're like, so in the same aspect, why would it be, you know, like, and they're supporting him. And he's like, oh, I like you guys. OAN,
Right.
you're very, very kind to me.
So
And-
they're bottom right on the list. They're all the way down at the bottom. OAN.
yeah.
I've seen them.
Gotta be.
on
But
the-
they're like I said, they're like fucking a step above News Channel 12 Binghamton. Like they're not
Hey.
big time.
Easy.
Oh
You talk-
yeah,
Those are my people.
I know. See, my dad's more connected than you. He got Ann's Barranca.
I got Annie Flaherty, bro.
You got Flaherty.
I got Annie Flaherty.
Fucking hey, shout out. Did you get? We should get her. We. Ah shit.
Yeah, now that we picked on her yellow dress, I don't
No,
think she's
we
going to
didn't-
want to
no,
hang
no,
out
no,
with us.
No, we
No.
did good cop, bad cop.
Yeah,
And you picked
yeah.
on her dress.
Who did?
I
Ange.
did.
Yeah, Ange did. I
I
didn't.
know.
say
I'm
it.
not
girlfriend.
usually that guy, but, you know, hey.
Hey, man.
We could always show Ryan's clip again.
Oh,
Is-
God. Hey, can we should do that again. We should stage it and just muffle Josh.
Mute him, you mean?
No,
Yeah.
you can't. What the fuck? Listen. I brought that interview from right here to right here. after you watch that. That fucking.
Ange is like, we got a clip of Ryan on the news, and you're like, oh, really? My dad was on the news, so what? Yeah, my dad was on news. He got tons of views, tons of shares.
No, I didn't say that
The
part.
ratings,
Ange
my
did.
dad's ratings are tremendous. Tremendous ratings on my dad's news
Ange
thing.
threw that part in there about dad.
About having him get some.
Yeah, dad's got the hits.
hell of a hit.
He
Hell
does.
of a
No. I tell you what. I'll show you what a real friend does. Josh's dad, when he was on the news, that was legit, man. This dude sang. He's a greeter at Walmart. Well, he does everything at Walmart, but he probably likes being a greeter because he's just generally like a compassionate dude.
Right.
And he's one of the dudes that seriously believe that by
Apple
saying,
doesn't fall for. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
yeah, apples fart. But he is a believer that if you say hi and smile at someone, that you could be the difference in their day.
Right.
Hey, don't ever. I say hi to everybody.
Yeah,
you
you
know
do.
that.
Yeah.
I straight up do.
Yeah.
And
See,
then-
now you're taking your dad's thunder away. You just can't. You just can't do it. I'm trying here, Charlie. I'm trying, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
No, I never tried to take your thunder.
I know he's not like Curtis,
I didn't try to take your thunder away.
but anyway.
Come on now.
So as a greeter at Walmart, when he's doing that, the acoustics in the vestibule when you first walk into Walmart are great. And this dude's got like a baritone voice, and he sings Christmas carols during the Christmas season. And he's almost like a lounge singer. So when you walk in, he's like, I don't know any Christmas songs, but he's like,
it's a blue Christmas.
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he's like, something may your days be. Here you go, ma'am. Here you go.
There you
How
go.
you doing today?
You need the card?
Merry and bright. He's like,
You need the card?
let me get that for you. There you go. Have a great day. And may all your. Thank you very much.
Put your fucking mask on, lady.
But he made such a impact on people that they called the news. Enough people called the news and was like, oh my God, I was at Walmart in this super handsome. Does he have a mustache?
He had a beard and the stash, I think.
But he's got like a Tom Selleck vibe. It's like
gray.
a
It's a bit
Native
gray.
American Tom Selleck. He kind of has that.
He's a bit gray.
Yo,
Cool.
can you find that? Can you find that video of Charlie?
It's got to be on your phone.
It's got to be somewhere. I had it before.
If you can get it, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this clip from Ryan. And
What about you weren't
Come
gonna
on,
let
man.
you weren't gonna let Warner finish?
Yeah, look at that. See, we're gonna play this clip. But tell more about my dad now that you're gonna play the clip about.
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is great.
I'm
Josh is like a wild animal. You can only hope to contain him.
Hey, I love you to the fucking moon and back, but I just I can't
believe
treat
it.
you any different than
I believe it.
would treat. I gotta.
That's
I gotta.
how I explained our relationship. I'm like, Josh is like my brother now, and I didn't
gotta
have a
keep
brother.
you right on your toes, man. I can't because I know you.
I'm not I don't talk about myself. I talk.
I mean, yeah, well, I know, but you.
So when the opportunity comes up for someone else to talk about me, I'm like, oh, here we go. Someone's gonna say something nice about me, and Josh is like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't.
Still
know.
came in third though.
Yeah, Curtis.
He's always been like that.
Fucking.
Pop
Curtis definitely got third.
Thunder.
You definitely
Thunder
got third.
thief.
You should pull up Kelly Halsey's Facebook page. Just pull up a shot of her.
All right.
Yeah.
Is this
Girl.
the moment? Is that a good moment for me to
It's a
play
good
this
moment for you to-
fucking
I got s-
video?
Yeah, I got so much fucking static coming through.
You better turn her down. Wait, I might.
No,
you
it's,
might.
it's nothing to do with turn it down.
Oh, you just have some. Your batteries
I mean,
dying.
no, my battery's. No, it's not.
All right,
What
I'll
is
give
it?
you a couple minutes to sort that through.
I think I need to hardwire. Just as I'm telling you. Did you play it?
I'm trying to make it big.
All right, so I got some filler.
Been working on that for 42 years, Ed.
For
I
a
tell you.
sniffle, ache, cough, or rash,
Are you sick or
UHS
what?
virtual walk-in visits bring you real care at your home, school, or work. Start your UHS virtual walk-in.
You're still trying to make it big? The penis pump didn't work, but they made a new one.
All right, let it go.
nurses are going to be the last people
Shit.
at any of these big.
What?
Fuck you, man. All right, let me see. They detoured me and.
What happened?
All right, here we go. I just wanted to make the screen big, you know, and
I hear it.
All right, well, I'm rewinding it here. Nobody else heard it yet.
Oh. Oh, it's not. It's just me?
Oh, that's just us?
What happened in there?
I'm coming, guys.
Oh, I didn't know if you fell out of your chair. I heard something like
All right,
crash.
here we go. 13,
Hello?
15. No, that wasn't me. And here we go. All right.
All righty.
And now we're going to bounce this picture into the square. Actually, we're going to make that big. And quiet down, everybody.
Oh, boy.
For a lot of the victims of COVID-19, nurses are going to be the last people that any of these victims are going to see. And I think it's going to be a big burden to bear.
A public display of art is paying tribute to some frontline workers of the coronavirus pandemic. The windows of Peterson's Tavern show a healthcare worker dressed like Superman. 12 News reporter Annie Flaherty spoke with the artist behind the paintings. Annie?
Good morning. Ryan Warner has painted many murals on the bay windows of Peterson's, but his latest piece of work hits home for the whole community. It honors today's heroes, healthcare workers. At the gateway to downtown Binghamton sits Peterson's Tavern. Known for its food and drinks, the bar also celebrates art, displaying it for everyone to see.
They truly have the right idea of artwork and what it means, and if it's not for the people, then who's it for?
The paintings in the front windows are always changing, thanks to local artist Ryan Warner. He painted Martin Luther King Jr. for Black History Month, and when Kobe Bryant passed away, a tribute to him and his daughter.
As things were happening in our community, or really obviously nationwide or globally, he was coming in and kind of adjusting it to that.
So when the coronavirus pandemic became a reality in the U.S., Warner continued to do what he does best.
Giving people just a sense of normality in this time, and one of those things was to keep painting the windows.
His most recent piece, honoring healthcare workers.
It's the traditional scene of Superman ripping his shirt open, except it's ripping open scrubs in a lab coat with a stethoscope.
Painted as a superhero, Warner hopes his art will draw attention to the fact these workers are putting others first.
They don't have protection, they don't have superpowers. I mean, they have the PPE, and that's been an issue. So I think it's almost more important to recognize that they have no more immunity to this disease than you or I, yet they're on the front lines every day.
While the purpose of windows is to let light in, these ones are helping frontline workers shine.
The painting, and there's a lot of people to see healthcare in a different light, and hopefully they continue to.
A big thank you, quite literally painted on a busy street.
Peterson's and the community and myself, we just want every healthcare worker to know that that's how we feel, that they are superheroes to us.
Because not all heroes wear capes, some are dressed in scrubs. Warner says the mural took about 3 to 4 hours of planning and 10 hours to actually paint. Back to you guys.
Mang and Neads show.
Oh, yeah.
There's
your
clip, Warner.
I just put the clip up. I tried desperately. He was struggling. I was watching this guy, and he was just squirming, grabbing the mic.
Oh, dude, I'm sitting here watching him. It was worth it. Every second was worth it. I'm just like looking at him the whole time. Were we muted during that?
No, I had a lot to say, but you need a video, you said, for your thing, so you can. I didn't want to ruin it for you this time. I had made it that far through before I was.
One point,
yeah, I
so
was.
Then,
oh, he still had to do the suck.
Yeah, I was gonna launch into it, but then I remembered.
What do they call that when you just can't control what comes out of your mouth?
Dude, watching Josh try not to was. I mean, I should pay for that. That was something.
Yeah,
that was insane.
We should.
Oh, that was.
So little Annie, man, she did have her fucking. She must have had to go flag that day or something. She definitely. That thing is like neon yeller. Like straight up.
I love it. I thought she's probably like, ooh, man, it's springtime.
Yeah.
Springtime in the city.
Yeah. Fuck it.
So can you find the one of Josh's dad? That's a good one.
Let me see.
On his page, man.
Dude, so before the news thing, whatever, like the head Walmart page, they
had it out there. It was.
They put it on their thing because they They were proud. Yeah, he had a ton of over 100,000
views.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that on the opening of my thing.
Oh, really? No, I
don't
think,
got much views in my dad's video though. I don't know why we're playing that one.
I think Edge knew how many he had, but
Oh, this is good. Just good times.
oh yeah, Dad. We're looking for Dad's video now.
I got you. I'm gonna find it.
Oh. I'm sure if it's probably like way down on my page. When did you do it? 2 years ago?
I went to his
Last
page.
year.
So 18, right? Yeah, it would have been.
Was
Back
it?
in the
Yeah,
day.
it would have been 2018 because he didn't just do it this last winter or Christmas.
Oh, that's right. Because this last Christmas was yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What did he? Was he at Walmart this last Christmas
Yeah.
singing?
I think he did he
his
definitely
thing.
did. He had a few different tunes to go down there and sing. I just was scrolling down through there and I see that picture of you, Nixon and I from like 10 years ago at
CMAC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gay-
you look, well, we both look. I still look as young as I did
Gay
then, but-
Johnny. Well, I didn't have a beard.
Right. Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, Gay Johnny. That's a good shirt, man.
Nixon, he looks 20 years older than he was 10 years ago.
I found out he's a lot. You know how old he is?
44,
Is he?
I think. He's not younger than us, is he?
I thought he was older.
He is. I'm
Older
not
than that.
44.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 42.
All right. Now listen to this.
All right.
I'm in the shop talking to my dad, and we're trying to find out how old I was, like in Little League or whatever.
Right.
I can honestly tell you I don't know how old I am.
Right now?
I thought I was 43,
Huh.
and I'm 41.
Oh shit.
I thought I was 43. I don't know how it happened. My dad's like, 43? And then it took us a while. He's like, you were born in 79. I was like, I was born in 78.
Yeah.
You
Asshole.
didn't even know what year you were.
And we couldn't figure. He's like, all right, September. And my dad's a whiz, man. He's smart. And we couldn't figure out how old I was. And I was sure that I was 43.
Right.
How the fuck does that happen? And I'm 41.
Yeah, I've been thinking I was 42 just because.
As fast as time moves, it's like sometimes we speed it up even more.
But I know Josh is older, way older than me.
Yeah.
I was born
Fucking
in 77.
5
Josh
months.
is 78.
Yeah, I'm 78.
78, but like July,
June.
and I'm September.
I'm a June baby.
June, July, August, September. 4 months.
Yeah, it is. If you want to go to my page, it's on there, Ange. Or maybe I could send it to you.
Well, while you're looking, I watched a couple episodes
try
of
and find it.
Waco,
Wacko.
yeah,
The
okay.
Wacko from Waco.
the one you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And
And
yeah,
that-
I had it. Like, I mean, I kind of guess I thought I was right, but not really.
You weren't.
Well, no, they were lying.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they were definitely lying,
But
but
it was a different guy.
it wasn't
yeah.
the negotiator. I thought
Right.
I thought everyone. I didn't think there was a good guy on the FBI. I thought they were all.
No, the one guy
Lying.
was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I saw it a couple years. Like I said, I can't remember every detail from it or whatever.
Well, I think it's neat that they. Well, not neat, Jesus Christ, but I think the aspect that the ATF was trying to use it as a publicity stunt, and they knew that they had to pitch it as like they were coming in to save the day because they were coming off the heels of having a sniper trying to take out a guy who didn't want to come out of his house, and for some reason they thought he was a danger, and they tried to snipe him, missed him, and killed his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And it
That
was
was the Ruby Ridge one.
oh my god,
Yeah, that was Ruby Ridge.
what
yeah.
a shit show. And then the FBI, assault tactical force or whatever got a $10 million bump in their budget after Ruby Ridge.
And then and the negotiators got nothing. That's
Right.
what that guy was pissed about.
And it just means they're going to buy more tanks and guns and shit.
And not more negotiators.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Josh, I don't know how far down this video would be. Yeah. So Yeah, you saw like that guy, that good actor. Good.
Oh, I love
actors.
him, man. He is, and I think they chose him for a reason because he looks like he should be a giant, just mean son of a bitch.
Did you see him in Boardwalk Empire?
Who is that?
No.
That Michael Shannon guy, Eminem's stepfather, in that? And
Oh, yep, totally. In 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always plays just an awful person.
He played.
He's a bad motherfucker. He was
played
in that
a prohibition officer in Boardwalk Empire with that Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi.
And
like
that
him.
dude, he was like a total psycho, like religious guy about no drinking and.
He used to be Sandler's right hand man, right? Buscemi. He was in a couple.
Yes.
He was in a few flicks with him, right? Airheads and shit. Or?
He was also killer in The Sopranos, man.
Oh.
He came back as Tony's cousin, out of jail.
Oh.
A little bit of a get even kind of guy.
Right.
Caused some issues in the Soprano family.
Yeah, but you were right about Waco, man. It's
the wacko.
It tells a whole different story.
Josh, I can't find that video, man.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah, it sure
It's on
does.
my page.
I went to your page.
You got to go to 2018, bub.
Bub.
Jesus Christ.
Well, look, I
I'm
just found
sorry,
it.
I'm not up on my stalking technique.
Well, I told you what year it was
narrow it
from.
down.
I told you what year it was from, and I went to that part of my page, and there it was.
Oh, you found it?
I sent it to you. I sent you the original one, not the like.
What, in the email?
No.
In my
Just your
messenger?
phone.
Oh,
no,
my
just
phone.
your phone.
Okay.
You're pretty quick. You're savvy
All right.
with electronics.
Hey, well, thanks for having me, guys. This is
Yeah, we're happy to have you in here for sure, man.
this is
It's
nice.
awesome.
It feels safe.
I can't believe you got your permission slip signed that quick.
Well,
Usually it takes a day or two.
You were adamant about like every text I got from you, I could just read it out loud.
Well, because I wanted to know if you were coming for sure, so I could fucking wipe down the area and shit and switch chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah. Pull out a different mic stand and mic.
Yeah, and then Josh left this here for those of you at home. If you want to know what Josh smells like.
Don't you fuck around. That's your shit. Old fucking Axe Body himself. There he is. What kind is it? Axe what? What's it smell like?
It smells like Dark Temptation.
Oh.
It actually smells like tanning oil.
I like that stuff. I like spraying it like
Well,
in the air or like on my clothes maybe when they get some smoke on them or something.
Right. All the dudes come
Buy it
on
at the checkout at TJ Maxx.
Yeah,
That's where he gets it.
that's right.
Yeah, that's what he done.
I love TJ Maxx.
I haven't been there in a few months.
You don't say.
Obviously.
You don't fucking
Don't say.
Oh, Captain Obvious.
You know, that was a big pivotal point in my childhood. I grew up a young black teenager, so we were really into hip hop.
Hitting all the topics today.
Yeah, and my dad couldn't stand it because big baggy jeans and you know what hip hop
Just the
looks
attitude.
like. Yeah, shaved our heads and everything like that. And my dad's not, he just, I don't know. He wanted me to look respectable, and I wanted to look like a gangster. So, we were wearing whatever, just big baggy jeans, But what happened there?
What?
What? You lose?
Nah, it just sounds
Went a little weird.
real weird, like loud. But anyway,
Nothing changed. Oh, you know what? Might be just the did you lose a little buzz there? Might be just coming signal. Signal coming from the computer.
Little Buzz Lightyear.
So we had a friend of mine moved up from Queens because the way it works in upstate New York is if you get in trouble in New York City, your parents are like, that's it. We got to get this kid out of the city. He's going to grow up and be a murderer
Right.
or whatever. So
Like they did the fucking
let's move him up.
the Fresh Prince.
Right.
Send him to Bel Air.
So Oxford is
Philly.
the Bel Air of New York. So my buddy's name is Vinny, and when he came up,
Yo, Vinny!
he did all the shopping at Canal Street, and that's when the bootleg, all the
yeah.
bootleg stuff was coming out. So when he
Oh.
first got here, we were in 7th grade, and it was all, just big baggy clothes and all that shit, and Rasta colors. And so then he came back one summer after spending the summer with his dad, and he brought a magazine with him, and it was it was the back of Vibe magazine or like The Source or something like that. And on the back of the magazine, it had coming this spring, and it had a mean-looking black dude with a golf club over his shoulder,
Right.
popped collar, another collared shirt, and then a vest.
It was Terry Crews?
Like a chaps Ralph Lauren vest, and then polo. And then, whoa, I'm getting some serious. Hello?
Yep.
And then he had two golfing gloves on and a visor, like sideways. And it's like coming this spring, polo golf. And that was like the change. That's when Tommy Hilfiger Nautica Polo came in, and he's like, this stuff's the coolest stuff ever. Lo and behold, my dad's closet was full of it.
Yeah.
So me and my friends raided my dad's closet, and I'm like, oh man, this is all. And then my dad came home. I was like, Dad, look at me. And my dad's like, oh, you would like that stuff? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's the best. And then we found out, he's like, yeah, we get it at TJ Maxx. So he takes me to TJ Maxx, Dad. And he just went to town.
Huh.
And so rugby shirts and
J. Crew.
Snoop Dogg went on Saturday Night Live with a rugby shirt that's a Tommy and Hilfiger across the back. And I was like, Dad, I want that shirt. My dad's like, oh yeah, let's burn your old clothes and get you all these country club clothes.
Right.
But you kind of wear it ironically. But that was it. But it wasn't long before my dad's like, all right, enough. Enough trips to TJ Maxx.
Huh.
Pivotal. I'm sure I told Josh that story at some point.
Yeah,
in America.
It was a bit longer. There was a lot more other things in there.
I remember I went to
Atlantic
City.
He went down to the...
When I was like 13, and I wanted one of those bum windbreakers. Remember the bum windbreakers?
Man. With the wild colors. Like it was like wild colors.
Yeah, sometimes, or they'd be playing.
I think you get some kind of radio interference or something.
Yeah, I've been getting it the whole time.
Oh, really? We can switch the channel if you guys want to switch.
Static.
Yeah, I've been getting it like I have a fucking.
I wonder if it's coming from the
terrible antenna.
Hold on a second. I wonder if it's just coming from the DOS system here.
Testing.
I just get this like static the whole time.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No static. Or you're dead.
He's all fucked up out there.
All right, I'm gonna play this
I got
Charlie.
a red light.
I'm gonna play this Charlie clip.
Red light.
I'm gonna play this Charlie clip. Fucking guy. It's a good one.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I've listened to it for years, and then you guys.
And we started talking about it.
No, then you started playing it.
That's right. Right now, today. All right, check it out. Classic.
Just waiting on you.
136,934 views.
Just a couple. Nothing bad, man.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, I got nothing, man.
Have a nice day.
I can't hear anything.
Being sung by the choir and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows some turkey and some mistletoe help you make the season bright. Tiny tots with your eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. Thank you.
If all Walmarts could be like this.
There you go.
There you go. You can only work at one Walmart at a time, lady. What the fuck? How can they all be like that? Jesus. He's not a traveling circus.
Shit, Ryan's dead over there. He can't hear anything, huh?
No, he can't.
We need a couple batteries. I think he died again.
I had a couple. Or right here, I got a couple. Freshy. I got a couple. Somebody fucking talk.
Talking. I am talking now. All right, I had a little track here that I potentially could be pulling in.
Wow, when did Duracell change
their look?
Oh, they got some. I don't know. You know, it's evident. What's this? It's really loud, Ange.
Everybody knows.
What was that?
That was my guitar track.
Oh, well, play it. I'm not saying not to play it.
No,
It's
I know.
just-
I was. I just clicked on it and I was
All right.
seeing
You
the-
should have a John Camp 45-second tutorial on how to
excellent.
fucking pull your pecker out of your zipper once you've zipped it in.
Well, let's
Ah,
move to that
shit.
one.
Let's get on to that.
Wait, where are we? You sent it to me? Let's
Yeah, it
see.
should be in your mail.
Yes, sir.
Rolling right on through today. Doing good.
All right.
You find
This
it?
better not be the same one.
Well. You get it working yet, Warner, or you need fucking instructions? YouTube video?
Batteries out.
Can't get the batteries out.
Nope.
You gotta pull the little thing.
He's used to pulling the little thing.
There it is.
We do need a laugh track, though.
You need a clap track.
Right.
Because when the music ends and no one claps or you don't
Right.
hear it,
It's
just
a little dead.
It's,
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, we're working towards all these things. We got some talking Johnny. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Take
I
the
gotta
pecker out your mouth, Camp.
Take this shit up here. Turn it up a notch.
Got that shit in there working yet, Warner, or what? No?
Just about. Just about.
No, not you, Warner.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. He's ringing
Are you
the bell.
talking? Are you talking through Johnny Camp's clip?
Nope. But you are. Ooh. Come on, Angelo.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
What the fuck?
What?
Sir Edmund, happy birthday, buddy. I've retreated to the woods of upstate New York here. I've started to build my cabin a little bit behind me. You can probably see the
Maybe this is meant
stone
for
wall
someone
and
else.
stuff like that. I hope you guys are doing well down there. Crazy times all the way around. Do your best. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, man. Yeah, sorry I lost the visitation rights in the divorce, but we'll catch up shortly sometime, man.
Maybe he didn't mean to send
hopefully
this
this whole
to
thing
me.
blows through pretty quick. They get everything mopped up and cleaned up. Maybe we can catch up on Long Island, something like that. You guys are always welcome up here.
Oh, fuck.
Again, happy birthday, man. Much love to you and the girls. And take it easy, brother. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Good one.
That was good. I don't know who the fuck
The
Edmund is.
Johnny clips are turned
Sorry about the
classic 'cause
divorce,
they're just
man.
Like,
Yeah.
They're just like some random.
He's taking it pretty well.
Yeah, Johnny's doing good about it. That was not for us, but
Clip of the day.
clip of the day. Don't know who the fuck Eddie is.
Camp's clip of the day.
Yeah. Oh boy.
What is today? The 12th?
Monday.
5/12.
1-2.
It's motherfucking Tuesday. Josh, you've never messed the day up until now.
Well, I mean, I was right on the ball at the beginning of the show. Yeah.
So my parents' wedding anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh.
The 13th. This is big. Homeless Jim Nalbright's birthday. But my parents' wedding anniversary, the day they met also. And they met at Lewis's Tavern, which is not Lewis's. It was called the In-N-Out, but it is Taylor's.
Oh, the In-N-Out burger.
So, or the Up and Down, or
Up
the
and down, slip and
the
slide.
Push and Pull.
The push and pull.
So they met at Taylor's in 75. So they met on
the poke and yoke.
May 13th. But the big one is my dad quit drinking May 13th,
1974.
1995.
Oh, what a good year 95
Maybe 93.
Was. Oh, you don't know?
However long ago 26 years is.
Well, I would say that'd be 94, but I could be wrong. Could be 93 since it's right now. Yeah, boom, bang. I don't know.
Yep. Big day tomorrow.
Big day. But you guys don't do gifts and such, so.
Nope. Yeah, that's the best part, man. Don't have to worry about it.
Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
I think it's great to start like the deal like that early on, because it just gets out of control. It's every month. Then you start to know people, and you have birthdays and kids' birthdays, and all of a sudden, literally, it's like just a constant buying game.
Yeah, exactly. Show me you love me by buying me something.
I mean, you just were telling us how you had your dad bring you to and buy you shit.
I was 16.
Yeah, your fucking kids.
And that was the way that,
The kid needs shit.
No, man. I mean, I guess
Clothes
are a
and
little
stuff.
different,
Clothes are a lot different.
but it wasn't a birthday.
Right.
He didn't. He did that so I would stop being.
I mean,
a
you
hood.
don't even get your kid. You don't even got. Does he have a bike?
No, it's not like that though. He has like 3 bikes, but we've never bought him anything.
Oh, but
it's just he has tons of toys. We can't stop people from giving
Yeah.
us toys.
But a bike's not really a toy. It's a
tool.
balance tool.
Yeah, he has plenty. Trust me,
It
he
is.
has a dirt bike, an electric dirt bike.
Oh,
Right, because his Stace. I'm not saying anything bad about your mom.
she's a nice lady.
She really is.
I like her.
And she wants to live in a tiny home, but she can't stop buying him stuff. The grandma, she can't
Right.
stop buying stuff. So she goes out and we're trying to tell her that we're trying to like downsize, and we're trying to convince her that we'd like to live in a smaller house.
Right.
And so that means we need less stuff. And so stop buying stuff, stop bringing us stuff. Emmett doesn't need anything. He's got 4 bikes, whatever. She takes him for a walk around the block. They come back with an electric dirt bike, like a
Fuck
legit
yeah.
electric dirt bike. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because someone was throwing it away.
Fucking A.
But she couldn't pass it up. But I think it's a generation. I think it's that generation. They can't. If it's too good to pass up, they gotta. Oh, that's worth how much, and then I'm getting it for this much. So
I just like to.
you're losing money if you don't take it.
Right.
But yeah. But it's just a feeling, man. I don't like being obligated to buy gifts.
Oh, I just don't do it. But I just think I don't have a kid either, so I don't know. It's perfect.
You almost did, man. You almost did, Josh.
No.
You came close.
Not with that not who you're talking about. I didn't. I had another one where it was gonna happen, but then God fucking
intervened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh almost had a lot, baby.
No.
Where did you go when you left for 3 months?
I didn't leave
after,
for 3 months.
After summer tour, see?
I
This is
went-
what I'm talking about, Ange.
All right,
You didn't
so
leave for 3 months.
I went to Curveball with my brother and Shad. It got canceled. Came back. Went to.
Why are you smiling?
Went to Lock because I smile when I tell stories. Went to Lockin. Came back.
Went to Lockin with your girlfriend.
She wasn't my girlfriend. Definitely was never my
Sorry,
girlfriend
it
at
smells
all.
like shit in here. I gotta. Keep
Definitely never was my girlfriend. She had a boyfriend. Straight up, had a boyfriend.
talking. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend had a boyfriend, man.
She wasn't my girlfriend.
But you took her to a concert in your Wook Nook van.
Well, that ain't my fault.
This van has one driver's seat, no
Well,
passenger
yeah, how many
seat,
driver's seats does your van have?
a driver's
Fuckhead.
seat,
What the fuck?
no passenger
No
seat,
passenger seat.
in a bed.
In a bed.
And he took his
Friend who had a girlfriend to a concert for a week.
and then no one saw him or her for 3 months.
No, then I came back, dropped her off, came back to town for a week or two, and then I went on a little escapade.
Where'd you meet her?
I didn't meet her anywhere.
Where'd you guys go together?
We didn't do any. I had other obligations.
Other penis obligations.
Yeah. Is that what we call them now? Obligations? Does his obligation go from 6 to midnight when you tickle him?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fucking
All
A.
right, I shouldn't drag that on too long.
So, I actually.
Eloped. We thought you got married.
No, you know damn well that I wouldn't get married.
You were in love.
I was not in. No. Where does it? No. Let's not get. Come on now. Let's not get carried away here.
Hey, you know how
I know a lot.
you know how those people came out after the Lion King that were, saying you can tell that Carol Baskin is lying?
It was the Tiger King.
What'd I say?
Lion King.
A wee ma whip. A wee ma
Wee-ma-whip.
whip. So after the Tiger King, all these like psychologists and things like that, and people that can read like facial expressions and stuff like that. Like, oh, Carol Basking's lying because of this and because of that.
They would never have
You're
a clue
lying.
with me.
Yo, lying, Josh.
Yo. I actually.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Shirts till it hurts.
All
right, they don't want to. The listeners don't want to hear about that, though.
Dude. She saw one of our things the other day, last week or something. Hit me up. I said maybe you should go back and listen to episode 22.
That's great.
Where Ryan ties you to the back of the van and drags you through the whole episode.
Oh shit!
That was a good one, man.
Fuck.
Well,
yeah.
Hopefully her boyfriends didn't
we're
watch.
one subscriber down.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah,
Come
we
again.
outed her. We outed her that one, man. You know, she's waking up
in
in
the
your
thoughts
van
that-
every morning, but her boyfriend brought her to the show, and it was a different boyfriend that she had when she went to another concert. So you guys
Yeah.
went to a bunch of concerts together while she had other boyfriends.
She had 2 of them, I think, or one. I don't know.
Hey, you had them too.
I didn't. What?
That's how it works.
No. Ah, shit.
We're all in this together.
Yeah. Fuck it, hey.
And none of us take a bath.
Yep. Fuck.
Ooh, oh, Josh, what happened there? Tap it on your chin. Tap it on your chin. It's the only way to work. All right, I'm sorry. I got down that little rat hole. I just like to.
Great. He just likes it's the only thing he can go for. All right. That was a good one.
Hells yeah. So we got our Johnny clip. Man, I want like a nice 2-minute,
I mean, I
speech.
think
want
I
like
have
a
another
speech.
one, but he evidently thought he was sending that to Ed.
Yeah,
Uncle Eddie?
I guess.
I don't know. Is that his? What
I wonder if Uncle Eddie didn't get it then. He thought he sent it. He's like, geez, never
Maybe
replied.
he sent it, because he sent these like way after the fact. Like he made them in the beginning of April, and then sent these in I don't know when the fuck he sent them. I don't know how to tell when somebody sends them.
I want to see what he's building. I saw him dumping a bunch of dirt yesterday.
Right.
That was he's building a wall. Didn't he say something about putting
No, he's
up
putting the cabin up, but he had to build the
thing
to
to
hold the base of it and all that. Yeah. He's coming right along.
How's your cabin, Josh?
It's needs a little work still because we had to move it and tip, and then we had to move it from where it was. We moved it. That was a fucking escapade.
How do you do that? This is a 2-story cabin.
Yeah, Johnny and I didn't fuck around.
That's crazy.
We
I
got
couldn't
an
believe
excavator, moved that fucker.
Wow.
Now it's got an even bigger peak. It needs a bunch of work still. I just still all over the place. So.
What do you mean all over the place? You go here and home.
Yeah. Yep.
Now's the time.
I know.
It's getting warm out.
It is. I've been waiting for warm weather. Wasn't warm today.
Man, it sure did look warm.
It did. It looked pretty out. And then it wasn't. So what do you got in there, Shaka Lake?
I'll let you guys. I'll try this clip here this song.
Oh, you got a
see
song
if I can
for us?
play it through.
Is it the? Oh no.
Yeah,
it's the fucking.
it's my version of this.
All right, I want to hear that.
It's cool, man. I liked it.
Don't worry, he fucking mutes me every time, anyways.
Are we muted?
Better not be.
So long. I'll hit the high notes.
Oh, you can't hear it?
Mang
Oh, I
and
can
Neads
hear it.
show. Unmute me.
Kill yourself for recognition. Kill yourself tonight.
Show us your butthole.
All
You're
right.
a cop.
That was it.
Check that version. Check it.
That was like a 2 a.m. I added that guitar overlayer. A little bit of stuff. You know.
It's cool, man. It sounds completely different.
Than the like just the raw recording.
Never heard the original. So
he gets up there, man. Like
when
the
he
original
hits that
version
high.
is really like it's a different one. So it's
down live like that, like he gets screaming.
Like
do it. Try to hit
do it,
it.
Ange.
Try to hit that note,
just
Ange.
hit the
right, like someone's
he's got such a range. Like he can go
someone's
from
touching
like
his tutor.
low to high. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
High low. Card game.
Falsetto.
That's what it is. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, what is that? I'm like thinking crescendo, and I'm like,
Oh,
that's not it.
No.
crescendo.
Yeah. So like you can hit the falsetto, but then to be able to like carry a note with it is pretty cool. Like opera singers.
Right. Oh, I like some opera, man. Seriously.
I can't stand opera.
Really?
Then it seems like you would like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, them motherfuckers get going, especially if they're singing in a different language. Ooh, it just.
Well, I've never heard one in English.
Remember that movie Mulholland Drive?
Fuck yes, I remember that movie.
Remember
Jesus
that?
Christ,
Remember
keep it in your pants, Warner.
Remember when that?
That's the dude from The Leftovers.
Remember when the woman sang that song in
Oh
there?
boy.
That song that was in that movie Mulholland Drive.
When did it take? Oh, when it started to go fucking weird.
Yeah,
fucking
and
talking
she
about
was
her.
like singing that one tune. Yeah, I don't know, it was killer.
Josh, you've never seen Mulholland Drive?
I mean, not that I don't know, maybe.
I
doubt
still like.
it.
I'd never
You'd
talked about
remember
that,
it.
so it's a confusing one. I almost would have to rewatch it.
Well,
But it was pretty crazy.
the
movie.
dude from The Leftovers was the director in Mulholland Drive that was
No,
made
I
to
didn't
hire.
see it. I didn't watch a lot of movies in 2001.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Dude, the opening scene
For
is,
sure
is
did
one of the
not-
scariest fucking scenes, man. The guy in the diner talking to a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's
Mulholland
one of those,
Drive,
Josh. It's one of those like really twisted movies where
What's her name's in it, isn't she?
You're
She's
so
a smoke
confused,
show.
man. Like, like as to what's going on the whole time.
Huh.
But
yeah, but you
it's,
think it's kind of normal in the beginning. It kind of makes
right,
sense,
and then it flips, and
Holy
then it's like goes
fuck,
dark,
does it get
and it's
weird,
like
man. Like weird,
yeah.
weird.
It's hard to even explain that.
Sounds
movie.
like something I don't need to watch.
It's like a dream.
Yeah,
Oh.
but maybe a dream after you die. I don't
like
know,
fucking
man.
Dream. I hate fucking dreaming.
Crazy.
Anyways, Josh already doesn't like it.
Anyways,
Never watched
back
it.
to talking about nothing.
I don't like it.
No. Okay. Yeah, that was it. You made me think of that
fucking A was
because
it.
when I thought about the song, and it was at the tip of my tongue.
But that
to
song was
remember
great.
what
If
that song
that's an
was.
opera song, but that was great. That shit made you cry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like deep vocals. Yep, lovely.
You got a bell out there?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, I got all the bells and whistles.
You got something. Old garage sale Josh. Old.
Fucking A, man.
Look at that. You got like a fucking Christmas village out there. What do you got? Little
I mean,
houses? Where'd you get those little houses?
You like those?
Little houses on the desktop. Little houses made of cardboard and shit.
What's that from your show, Weeds?
Yep, they use that
I
on
stole
Weeds.
it. Straight up sold.
That should have been a better show.
I mean, it was good for a bit.
I never actually saw that one.
It was,
Oh.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it was so. That's not how the game works, man.
Well, I mean, for a housewife, it is. That's selling to her adult friends.
Yeah, but it just is not. It's just it was very strange. Very, very not normal.
Well, I mean,
That's what people are gonna end up thinking. That is what, like, you know.
well, I mean, it's a fucked up family. That's what it comes up to.
Yeah, but she just starts selling weed brownies. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna open up a store.
Well, they were out there in the fucking beltway of it, weren't they?
No, but they just opened up a store
Oh, I
and they
know.
sold, you know,
I know, but I'm
brownies and cupcakes and all that shit at,
Sure.
at a retail store.
Yeah.
You know, and the son was like 15. He's like, oh, I'm just a master chef now.
Yep.
My mom started selling weed. Now I'm a
Then he
master
was
chef. And
getting something. getting her done.
No, it just seems like it was written by a bunch of people that didn't smoke weed.
Right.
And not that I do, but it seems like it's like it would be like watching a gangster movie and all the people are what you would think a gangster would be or the gangsters you've seen in movies.
Right.
You know, it's cliche. It was really
Maybe that's why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was just strange, man. Uh-oh. Time you got?
We got 6:02.
They did throw some it says for some reason there's a poor stream, but as opposed to excellent.
I was going to say they're probably listening.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain, but it looks like it's going on the live thing. Anyway, what was shit. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Weeds?
Something about
cliche.
Oh, that Bates Motel one. They threw in a whole thing about like they made that story and incorporated because it took place in Oregon or Washington, and they had a whole thing where there were like people growing weed and just like in like a kind of incorporating it into that like story of the town.
Right.
It was interesting.
Yeah, one of the things that bothered me about weeds is when they talked about, instead of saying let's get high or let's smoke weed.
You're making the exact same face that the picture behind you was, that one when you got that smirk, Josh, where you're like, I don't care about what you're talking about.
No, I watched.
Same face is the picture behind you.
I'm just listening to them. I actually watched the Weeds, definitely.
Yeah.
But they say smoke out. I really need to smoke out.
Nobody says that.
I just need like adults, grown adults. It's like I'm having a tough day. I need to smoke out.
Well, they had a fucking festival, right? The smoke. Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, man. These are Cali kids you're talking about, man.
No one says smoke out.
Yeah, man. It was a smoke out festival. Your boy Cypress Hill fucking Be Real did it.
Yeah.
Smoke out.
Smoke out is one thing. But I've never been like, Josh, man, I need to smoke out.
Well, you don't. You just said you don't.
Good thing.
I need to smoke out, man, Josh. I need to drink up. Man. We should go to the bar. I need to drink up, bruh.
Yeah, nobody talks like that.
No. Especially a 50-year-old grown man talking to one of the Olsen twins.
That's what you remember from the movie or the TV or whatever the series is, that they went out to smoke out.
Yeah, I heard it one too many times.
Oh.
The only person I like is Kevin Nealon.
He's funny.
He's good. He's a good dude.
He gets a bit out of hand though. He's one of them. I don't know. I like him though. I'm not gonna say I don't like him because I do like him.
Yeah, he's great, man. And Grandma's Boy. That was a good movie.
I saw about 3 minutes of that one. You know who's in that? Is that fucking douchebag? That fucking
Nick Swartzen? He's the best.
Fucking douche. Fucking.
You don't like him because you look like him. That's
I
why.
do not. That does not. I would not like someone because I look like them or they look like me.
Who's that silent?
That's that fucking
Jay
cock-eared.
and Silent Bob?
No.
The guy from...
No, those guys are different. Warner knows Jay.
I know Jay.
He had him out behind a dumpster.
It was in front of a dumpster.
It was
we
in
weren't
front
hiding.
of it. Yeah, they weren't hiding. It was down there in Jersey City or something.
I'll tell you this, so that's an interesting story.
Oh,
I can tell you real quick. All right?
Yeah, well, I hope it's quicker than the last time you told me it because
Okay.
it took about fucking, let me tell you what, I didn't have a fucking stopwatch going, but holy shit. It was a good story though.
We had 40 hours to drive.
No, we were sitting at your house.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
we were at your house.
Well, I was complaining at that time. I think it was still fresh. But I have a friend who's an author, and he made his own publishing company because he couldn't get published. And so what he does is he goes to these B movie, like Star Trek conventions, and it's called the Chiller Theater Festival. It's held in Jersey, and so it's all these like, B actors. Like, actually Ralph Macchio was there at one of them. Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid.
When did he become a B actor?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
So, and then one of the
drop
headliners was Sylvester Stallone's brother, Charlie Stallone, and these people have So you wait in line, you pay $15 and you get a signed headshot, or you pay $20 and you can take a selfie with them. And they have like,
why do people?
Yeah, I don't know, but they have some Trekkie people, but none of the no Picards or anyone like that. And then these horror movie actors. Elvira was there one year.
Right.
So this dude writes horror novels. He wrote like 3, and he's this real big promoter guy. He wants, every time you talk to him, he's like, oh, let's do this and let's do that.
Not the guy you want on your side. It
No.
doesn't sound like.
Well, it's just it's hard to have a normal conversation because he can't meet anyone without being like, oh, you should read my book and promote my book, and maybe I can get a quote from you for the back of my next book.
Fuck that, man.
Every conversation
Why do
turns
people
into that.
try so hard?
Yeah. Well, you gotta. I wish I tried that hard. I wish I had that much confidence, to promote my own shit. But anyway, the cast of Clerks was going to be at one of these Chiller Theater Festivals. So I was
Right.
like, whoa, and I love Jay and Silent Bob.
Right.
So I did a portrait of
Kevin Smith is Silent Bob, right?
Right. And so I did a portrait
That guy's big time.
of the dude who plays Jay, and his name's Jason Mewes. So I did a cool portrait of him where half his face was burning away and turning into cinder and smoking and shit, like he was an actual joint or whatever. It looked like it was paper. So the deal was, we had a little convention space and a table, and you're supposed to do like book signings and stuff like that. So I did a live painting, and I did a painting of Jay, and they were down the hall from us, so people had to go through. And when I was doing a live painting, a lot of people stopped, and it kind of clogged up the thing. So
Right.
they had to come and see what all the fuss was about.
Did they move you?
Well, I met him.
Oh.
He came in and he's like, hey, and everyone's like, oh, it's, and he came over and we talked real quick. I couldn't get 2 words in without.
Because your buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have kicked him out of the chair.
Yeah, it was.
See,
tough.
that's what's cool about having me around.
Right.
I don't fucking need
Josh dips out behind the tent.
Yes.
But and I wasn't too starstruck, and I explained to him, I'm like, look, man, I'm not weird or anything like that. I'm like, I did this painting of you, and I was doing another live painting or whatever. So he was real cool, and he's like, well, look, he's like, because you guys are creating this little traffic jam, like a bottleneck, because people were stopping to watch me paint, and they weren't just going through and getting their pictures taken and signing stuff. It was taking too long, and we weren't supposed to be doing that. They moved the cast of Clerks to the main floor. So he invited me. He's like, look, he's like, what's your name? I'm going to tell my guys your name. And he's like, you can come up on the main floor and, come out and hang out with me, and bring the painting, and I'll show some people. So when it was time, it was taken over by my friend. He brought all of his books. And so when we were invited to go, I tried to go alone, but he made it like a big sob story, like it was like he brought me in and I'm at his show and he deserves to be there and this and that. And he's like, I won't say anything, I won't do this and that. I'm like, look, can you just be cool, man? Can you just be cool and not, can I just be like, hey, nice to meet you, whatever. So sure enough, as soon as you get there, he hijacks it. He fans out his books, and in all the pictures, he's like, here, Jay, you hold these books. Hold these books so they can see the. Well, hold them so you can see the. And Jay's like, what, dude? I'm not doing a publicity stunt for you, man. You know what I mean? I just, And he's like, who's your buddy? And I'm like, man, I'm sorry, dude. So that happens. He's like, all right, well, you guys got to go. And so we were like, nothing. Was all just whatever. Womp womp.
That's crazy though. That like.
Yeah, he was
people
just so. And he's like, Jay, can I at least get a quote from you? Can I get a quote? They're just horror books. You don't have to read it, but just say something about how good of an author I am, or how you love my books, or how you can't wait for the next one. And if I could just, can I get your, let's exchange some info. And
imagine if there was some real actor there, like big time.
Here's my card.
Fucking.
Well, the one dude that was there was the guy who was the bad guy at the Matrix, the guy who woke up first and killed everybody.
Didn't see that one either.
The traitor. He was in Goonies. He was one of the brothers in Goonies.
Oh, I did see Goonies.
Yeah, so he wasn't. He was the short guy. He's famous as fuck, man.
He wasn't Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
right?
Yeah.
Not the one they tie up in the springs.
No, I love him.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin's the man. So anyway, that all happens. So it's a party that night. It's a 2-day thing. So it's a party at night, and it's a Halloween chiller festival, whatever.
Ooh.
So I end up going into the elevator, and Jay Mewes is getting off the elevator at like 7 a.m. And I was like, oh, and he's like, holy shit, man. He's like, hey, all right. And he's like,
Hugo.
Yeah, he's like, that other guy's not with you, is he? You know? And I'm like, nah, man, just me. He's like, hey, come have breakfast with me. So we went into the VIP section, sat down to have breakfast. Who shows up at the breakfast table? You know, the guy sat down. He's like, oh, Jay, I'm glad we get this chance to talk. He's like, you know, so I was thinking, you know, that maybe you'd want to do, you know, something like this and this and that, and you could mention this and mention that.
Again.
Again. And I'm just he's just talking. We're just talking shit. We're just talking shop at breakfast, you know. And so it was tough. So then, like me, Jay Muse, and like 2 other dudes ended up being like, you know, 3 of my friends that kind of crashed breakfast and standing there. There's no seats, and they were kind of like, you know, the people were coming around, like the waiters and stuff were like, not the waiters, but they're like, hey, you know, you can't be here. Do you have the badge? You know, and then my buddy's like, he's like, no, we're with him. We're with you. And she's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, they said you needed a badge, so I had to leave also, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man. And so he's like, hey, he's like, I'm gonna step outside and have a smoke. Just hang back, you know. So I had to fake like I was walking, but my buddy was like, you know, he's like, are you going back? You going back to talk to him? So I almost had to like ditch my buddy in the stairwell, like kind of run around. But I ended up going out front and getting his number, and he's like, hey, let's get out of here, and we want to go to a diner or something, you know, just to get away for a minute. And so I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome, man. This is gonna be cool. Who shows up again?
At the diner?
No, he never made it. We were out front. But he did give me his phone number because he wanted me to do a portrait of his girlfriend.
Right.
So he gave me his phone number. He's like, here, let me get your phone. I had the flip phone with the keyboard.
Right.
I'm a big deal.
No
So anyway,
idea.
this is my, like, the funniest thing about Jay Muse is he types his number in my phone and hits send, and he's like, wait for it. And then his ringtone is banana fana fofana v5 fofana, and he starts, you know, dancing to it and shit. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, all right, that's me. You know, you can give me a call. So, and then he had us fucking split because he just couldn't leave. He had a press dude and whatever. So that night, we almost came to blows in the hotel room where this dude found out that I had his phone number.
And you wouldn't give it to him.
And no
Yeah.
way.
Obviously.
He tried
Yeah.
to trick down all the celebrities that could possibly endorse our next thing. And he's like, Ryan, you're a big team member. I want you to do all the illustrations on my books from now on. You're going to be the sole guy. He's like,
How do you even fucking hang out with this person?
I don't know, man. He's cool. This is a bad
He
story. That's
sounds-
why I'm not saying his
Some
name.
people,
He sounds real fucking cool.
some people, just they're overly driven.
Right.
They're like, there's so much drive in them that they don't realize. You know, they're like, they wake up and they're like, today's my day, today's my opportunity, and I'm gonna go out there and make it happen. And then they
Yeah,
just
well.
like are in people's faces, and it turns people off.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
a go-getter, man. He did. All right. So, and I'm telling you, I like the kid. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
cool.
He just gets, he sees an opportunity and he wants to take it. But he's the type of dude that would text the girl too many times over and over and over when she didn't get back to him, right? So,
Great.
well, just to give you, he did Dennis Rodman's kid book, right? Dennis the
Oh.
Bull. He illustrated, or he was the author of Dennis Rodman's book, so that worked. And the dude who wasn't as famous at the time from Boondock Saints, but he
Yeah.
ended up playing fucking what's his name with the hair in front
Daryl.
of his face? Daryl.
Yeah. Daryl Dixon. He was
Yeah.
in Boondock Saints.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So he was going to do a kid's book.
What's his
with him.
real name? Yo, we got a call.
Yeah, we do. It's fucking.
The Heat Line.
You're live on the mAng and Neads show. Hello?
Hello, this is Guadalupe Perez calling for Carol Lewis. Is
Hey, let's talk to her.
Oh,
Hey, you got him.
You're live on our radio show.
How are you? Can she hear me?
Okay, is Carol Lewis available on
Who?
phone?
Carol Baskins.
I'm sorry, you must have the wrong number.
Carol.
I do apologize. Thank you so much, sir.
Carol Baskins. Why didn't you let us keep her on for a minute?
Oh, that's
You were yelling.
Well,
No,
because
I don't know. What was I going to say? I'm not good at that.
we were gonna.
You got
talk.
to take the other phone. You should have
Oh.
had the other phone you can answer.
All right.
And then you can hold your phone up.
We thought we had a real live call.
She was looking for Carol Baskin.
Yeah, that bitch.
That bitch.
I'm looking forward to.
We need to find her. Carol.
So anyway, the whole thing ended.
Kaylee. Kaylee. Kaylee.
He is loud. You're right. It's like a person.
You're in the
I should have been ready for it.
Kaylee.
But the whole thing ended in the hotel room.
Sorry, listeners.
So he tries to make it like
lead
I'm
anchor.
sabotaging
Sorry, LL.
I'm sabotaging his I forgot what he called it, but he made us a team and we were all this like whatever.
Man,
yeah.
that's when you need me there.
So he just made it. He's made it real. So he's like, all right. So here's the deal. He's like, let's just. He's like, just give me his number. He's like, I won't call him, but I want to keep it in the records, and I'll make sure that you know that if we do contact him, that you'll be there, and this and that and whatever. But then it came down to where he was like getting emotional about it and kind of volatile. And he's a pretty tough kid. He's a boxer and shit.
well.
And not that I was afraid of getting beat up, but he has an anger thing.
Right.
And I was like, whatever, dude. I was like, you know what? Fuck. Whatever, man. So I gave him the number. And so
you did?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
yeah,
Like,
I know. I don't know how it happened. I think about it all the time. It was bad. So when I tried to reach out to, because he's like, call me and we'll get this portrait. And, you know, I want a portrait of my girlfriend. I'll send you. And we were on MySpace at that time.
Yeah.
Right. And
living large.
that was the big one. So, so I ended up giving him the number. And so when I tried to call him, I left him a message. You know, he's like, you know, whatever, you reach a voicemail of, you know, Jay Muse, blah, 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 blah. So I call him like, hey, what's up, man? You know, it's Ryan. I did the portrait, this and that. Just call and touch base whenever you get a chance. You know, hit me back. You know, hope you're doing well later. And never heard back from him. And I was like, oh, well. I called him once. And so.
Your buddy didn't know, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck 28 times.
So the next time came around, or next event came around, we were doing something. He tried to get me in, and he's talking, and he's like, man, he's like, why don't you try calling, you know, Jay Muse? Why don't you try calling him and seeing if he'll promote this book? It's gonna be a big thing. It's gonna be all your illustrations and blah 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 blah. And it's always on the back end. He wants me to do all this work, and then once the book sells, then I'll, you know, make money. So I got to do it for free up front.
So you didn't get in on the Dennis Rodman shit?
No, he tried. For his credit, he tried, but they wouldn't do it. They had to have a accredited guy because I'd never done a kid's book before. And
Right.
I'd never illustrated anything, but I would have blown that shit
Yeah,
out of the
you
water.
can't be throwing secret little penises hidden in there.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like that. I needed to have
Needed,
insurance
to
and all
be
that
like,
stuff. I need to have
BBCs.
I need to have representation with
Couple
brand
Hodgers.
insurance in case I did do some shit like that.
Right.
But anyway.
Bonded. That's
So
what
this
they
dude's
call
like,
that shit.
yeah, Jay Muse, he's like, fuck him, man. He's a dick. You know, he's like, I finally let him know. It's like, I must have called him 50 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I left him so many messages, you know, and you can't call me back. So he's basically like, who's the dude, the Eminem song? Stan. He fucking stanned him. You know, he's like, I finally told him, you know what? Fuck you, man. If I ever see you again, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. You know, you can't call me back. And blah, blah. My buddy gave, and I ended up giving Jay that portrait that I did of him. I gave it to him, you know. I was like, here you go. You know, I love what you do. And I do. I'm a fan, man.
Yeah.
He's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
He is.
And
he's a cool dude, man.
needs
he
some
is. And in
dental.
person, he is legit. He is exactly the way.
He needs some dental work now, but
He got it done.
man, I seen that.
Yeah, he's got it done. Your little dentures.
Yeah.
But
You don't
he's like,
wear
I
'em
must have
in-
called him 50 times. Like, he's a dick. So I finally told him, if I ever see him, I'm going to, you know, you better hope you never see me again, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, no wonder this motherfucker didn't call me back, you know? And he's like, I told him I was with you, and I told him we were a team, and this and
man.
that. And, you know, I was like, oh, my
Jesus
God, man.
Christ.
Yeah, that was longer than
Some
I wanted.
people, they just push
way
it, man.
long.
It's like
I
they
know.
have good
Sorry, guys.
intentions. They got drive, all that stuff, but they yeah,
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yep, no patience, man. Let it come to you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like Josh. Look
Well,
at
you
him. Just
never.
let it
I
come
guess
to
you
you.
never know
Fucking
what.
be calling nobody.
You never. I guess you
Fuck
never
that.
necessarily know the desperation behind the scenes too. Like when. That's what I mean. Is it seems like when people get to that, it's almost like junkie style. You know, like they're just so
Desperate. That's
obsessed
a thing,
and
man.
desperate about
They're
it. It's
thirsty.
Because that's what makes like, you know, drug users unappealable.
Yep. But he did get
Is
Dennis
that
Rodman,
they're,
man.
So desperate.
You
They're
know, like-
desperation, man.
He met with Dennis Rodman, and when I was living in Miami, he met with him in Fort Lauderdale, and he got me on the ticket. I was supposed to go, but then I didn't meet they couldn't do a background check on me. I didn't have
Ooh.
I didn't have an agent.
Turns out.
Turns out.
Yep. But
isn't that crazy when those bigger opportunities come like
I
that?
like
Yeah,
Dennis
it's a
Rodman a
thing.
lot.
I love Dennis Rodman, man.
It's crazy, man. You've had a couple run-ins with
He was one of my
with like
favorites.
seeing the way the system is, or like.
Yep.
He was one of my favorite people. Well, like basketball player.
Yeah.
Man, he was the first guy to be sporting tattoos. That was for sure.
Sporting them hard too.
Yeah.
Those haircuts and shit.
Yeah, all kinds of shit. I really liked him when I was little. Well, I mean not little, but
littler.
Yeah. High school and shit. Teenager.
He's the man, dude. Dennis Rodman. He's fucking.
Yeah, he's one
an
of my
animal,
favorites.
Dude. He's a savage.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yep.
And he knew how to fucking rebound too, man, and defense. It ain't all about offense. He
was
that.
on the Spurs though, right?
Well, he did play for the Spurs. He played. He won a championship with
David Robinson, right?
The Admiral.
I don't. Yeah, he definitely did play a couple seasons there, but he played with Detroit first.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Won a championship with them. I don't know. And then he went to Spurs, but he ended up in Chicago.
In Chicago on that team with.
Yeah, but it was in for the. What was it? The last two? Or
Didn't they have like Spuds was on that one?
When he was in Detroit,
they were bad motherfuckers.
That's when he was.
Who was the
out of
little
hand.
guy on
Just-
that?
He was savage.
On who? On who? What team?
On the Bulls.
Little guy?
There was like a smaller guy that wasn't super tall.
Not really. They had like.
I forgot his name.
Nah, Paxton. Nah, they didn't have any real short guys really. I'm not on the Bulls. Webb played for Atlanta Hawks. They had not Gil, but they had Hodges. They had John Paxton that would have been short.
B.J. Armstrong.
B.J.
Yeah, there you
Armstrong.
Maybe that's who it was.
Yeah, they didn't have any real short people.
Short people was my inspiration that maybe I could play basketball.
I tell you what, Bob Hurley. Dude,
Yeah.
Bob Hurley.
Bob Hurley was a bad motherfucker, and then he fucked his whole life up.
Drinking and driving.
Yep.
That's how he did. But he made it back from that.
Kinda.
Have you ever heard the
Never
story
was
of
the same.
that guy?
You know who was Sorry, you know who was fucking ridiculous as fucking Jason Williams? White chocolate.
Yeah.
That boy was fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right he was.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ange.
White chocolate.
About that basketball player that was coming up in New York City with all the other greats and
Stephon Marbury.
No.
that's not what he's talking
it was
about.
the
Felipe
GOAT,
Lopez.
or the
Felipe
guy
Lopez
that could
was fucking awesome.
the guy that could snatch money off the top.
Earl Manigault.
Yeah, the GOAT.
Oh, yeah. They made a movie.
Yeah.
Yep, with the dude from Boogie Nights.
And they and basically like that dude's life, like he came up with all like the greats, and he was in the
Bernard,
the African
Hopkins,
leagues,
or
right?
Bernard.
No, Earl Manigault.
No, but he came up with Bernard and them guys. Like what years? 70s?
80s.
Oh. Bernard King, right?
They were still wearing short shorts.
Bernard King. He came out of
But
fucking
his thing
New York.
was like he
was a
could
bad
snatch
motherfucker, too.
money off the top of the backboard.
Right, like
And that was
anybody
like-
can now.
Well, yeah.
But
No, they can't.
anyways,
No, not anybody, but
well,
yeah, you're right. There's some big ones. But anyway, he didn't make it in, and then he actually got in like some robbery, and he ended up being a crackhead. That's how they like, did the movie.
Yep.
It was bad, and he was sitting in like prison, right? Or jail or whatever, and like the guard came to him, and he's like, "Hey man, will you sign my book?" And then the dude like realized that
I'm an inspiration.
no, he was like, but in his mind, he was just gonna like be going back to school and like doing the things to get in and he was still gonna be a, professional basketball player, and like he didn't realize that years had passed by. It was
Right.
all just like, because he'd been so high.
Hmm.
That's kind of how they portrayed it.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good.
And then he became like, changed his thing around, taught kids.
Yeah, he was a
started, like,
neighborhood advocate.
Yeah, neighborhood
Cleaned
advocate.
up. Yeah, he was like, because he used to be with the bad crowd, so that the thugs that were hanging out on the corner. He's like, hey man, not on my part, bro.
Right.
This little area
Cleaned it
here
up.
from baseline to
This is
baseline
for the kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take these needles with you.
he didn't make it.
And honestly, I remember like smoking a doobie in New York City, right? When I was down there working, and it was like lunch break.
You smoke out?
Yeah.
Did you smoke out? Ange?
I smoked out, right?
With
That's how
that
you know
guy?
that I'm full of shit. I mean, I'm making up these like stories, you know. They're not really true.
So you
but,
made out with that guy?
But I walked down to this park and I sat on a bench and I was like just trying to be like incognito, and this was like 90s or 2000 or whatever, and started smoking a doobie, and then this guy walks up and he said, I mean, he was like
sucking dick here.
That's not what he said.
He was an older gentleman, and he said, not in the park. This place is for the kids. And I'm like, it wasn't like it was a fucking swing park or anything. It was green grass and like
Not
trees,
by the slide,
just to,
man.
like, clear that up, you know.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, it wasn't like you know, slides and swings type of park. It was freaking the Hudson River, and there's green grass. So
Dude, I did nitrous for the
whatever.
first time in Central Park. We took a field trip from college to go see the museums and shit. And a buddy of mine's like, follow me, I know what to do. So like 10 of us all went with my buddy, and we went to a bodega. He knew exactly what to do and got whippets, bought a cracker and balloons. And we all went out.
He knew exactly what to do.
Yeah,
when
and I
you're
was
in
like, what
New
is
York
this? And he's
City.
like, oh, just wait. And I'm like, is it drugs, man? Is it drugs, bro? And so we got under this little bridge and shit and just started cracking balloons off. And, you know, he's like, here you go. First time I ever did nitrous. And it was, you know, we brought a little radio with us. It was still like late 90s, 98, 99. So boom boxes were like a thing. And so we had like a boom box with us, and we were like trying to play the right song. And I remember Slip, Stitch, and Pass. Fish's, it's a live album.
Yes, it is.
So they had a real good song, Wolfman's Brother, into Jesus Left Chicago. But anyway, we got to a real good jammy part. He's like, okay. And everyone, like 10 of us, we all bought a balloon, but we only bought one cracker, so it took like 45 minutes to fill the balloons. And he's like, okay, now. And then we all started breathing it in. And I don't know if anyone's done nitrous. I'm just making the story up, but holy shit. Being in New York City for the first time ever, kind of being like overwhelmed by where you were and the noises and the smells and the sounds, and then passing out and like, you know, in the crazy
Fishing
way that
out.
it happens.
That's
Yeah.
what we call it.
Yeah, fishing out
Flopping
and then
like
like
a
waking up
fish.
to it. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, there were some classic moments. You know, though, I do remember, you know, people would have, I remember witnessing, like for the first time, you know, we being in a small community and like, you know, keggers and stuff, and they were pretty much for the most part peaceful. There might be like a fight break out or something. Well, but it was individuals, you know. It was like one person had a problem with another person, right?
Right.
And then I remember
if I
one
was there.
time.
Fucked his girl.
So one
Mr.
time
Take
there
Your
was a
girl.
One time there's a kegger out at Jackson's, right?
yeah.
Jackson's
I've been there
pond.
before. Yeah.
And somebody brought a tank of nitrous.
20 pounder.
And you know, so obviously whoever, you know, has the tank is like in charge. When you're on the lot, like, you know, you're like safe, you know, you don't mess with the guy, you don't walk up, demand nothing. Either way, like they call it. If they say, hey, tank's done, I'm not, you know, using it anymore. And the
done.
fucking people, they fucking rioted, man.
I don't doubt it, dude.
It was like all of a sudden
Norwich.
this like peaceful, like kegger.
Hippie
turned
crack, man.
Yeah, that's why they call it hippie crack. Because all of a sudden it turned everybody. They were
Motherfuckers going nuts.
chucking bottles at the car, and like, you know, it was like crazy stuff. Everybody wanted more.
I lose respect for so many people watching them do nitrous. You know, like people that I know, and they just like fiend for it. Like, come on, man, come on, and they're out of money,
Yep.
Oh,
tapped
shit.
out.
$2.
Yeah, you know, it's like, come on, man, I gave you like $50, man. You can't, you know, it's like, yeah, you gave me your money, and I gave you a balloon, and then you gave me more money, and I gave you a balloon. Now you don't have any money. But I gave you so much money in the past, you know, I gave you all this money. It's like, yeah, and I gave you a balloon every time, bro. Now you don't have any more money, you know, like.
And he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a crazy thing. And
Yeah,
and
for
it's not
30
it's not
for
like
30
it's a,
seconds of
I
wow.
can't imagine that is a sustainable, like, like if you were like, I just want to do that all the time every day.
Fuck
And
your
you just
whole
sit
life
there
up.
waking up and you're like puff and you fucking fish out in your
We
bed.
can try
Then
it.
you wake up and you
If you
do
want.
it again and you do it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I couldn't do
interesting.
it.
Me neither.
I love it though. It's my favorite thing, allegedly. I'm making this up, Mom. But I love it, man. I think, Duncan Trussell, I'd like to hear him talk about, oh, here we go.
Well, there's some bad, like, it took it to another level because once you got introduced to that, then all of a sudden you're, like, back in your little rural nowhere place where you can't even get that shit. You can't even get no whippets and no. When you're young, man. When you're real young,
well, remember
you can't buy no beer. You can't,
well, we knew the right... we knew enough. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I remember going to the store and buying Glade, motherfucker.
Well, I
Glade.
I didn't get into the Glade.
You Norwich kids, dude.
Same
that was a
shit.
thing.
I didn't get into the Glade. I mean, it's a bit different.
Fuck that.
It was short-lived.
It's a bit different.
Hey, wait a minute.
It was
Telecom. Remember that fucking... that duster?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where like
too.
No, there was like different crowds or like there people are
Spray
like
paint.
I do butane and you're like that's you're a loser, man. That shit'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
that shit'll freeze your lungs.
That duster from doing fiber, man. Holy shit. I watch people do that and I'm like, dude, that is not nitrous. Same shit.
It isn't.
No.
It does the wah wah wah.
Oh yeah. I bet
But
it
you're
does.
right,
I
it's
wouldn't
not.
go fucking near it, man.
Lack of oxygen.
But it's definitely not as clean.
Well,
It's not
Uh-oh.
exactly the same thing.
my
Belly's calling.
yeah, I got a couple things to take care of.
What's today? Day number what, Josh?
69.
You wish.
Oh yeah.
58. That puts us at almost 2 full months of this so-called lockdown,
Wait.
which is not really
Wait,
a
do you guys do
lockdown.
number updates anymore, or have we made a full transition to just banter about ridiculous shit?
Well,
yeah,
fuck.
basically banter about ridiculous
Well,
shit.
we were doing that
We throw in
before.
some
We'd throw in the
music.
numbers once in a while, but yeah.
Numbers used to be a little more of the focus, but now it's like they're just
skewed. Everyone tells us.
well, it's
Man,
not
good thing
that.
I'm washing my hands.
They haven't changed though, is the thing I keep noticing, and
Right.
you
No,
know,
they're just going up, or death is at least. We're surrounded by
one
death.
other thing is
and
there seems to also be a division in the in like the different ranks within the different groups. Like you see the same people that were always sharing the same things are getting split on the coronavirus issue. Like all of a sudden you see a Trumper putting just stay home and you
Yeah.
know.
Oh
Well, all
yeah,
of a
dude,
sudden
my
you go,
cousin shared
"Whoa."
can't quarantine stupid.
Right. So then all of a sudden there's a division.
Did she
in
know what it
all
meant,
those,
though?
but no, here's the thing. It's not just Republicans. Then all of a sudden you have the freedom
fighters.
No, like the freedom leftist side that are like, the world needs to be free and germs and all that stuff that are also saying we need to this is just a form of tyranny and control.
That's what I was saying about that one chick I had to stop following.
Too much time for people to talk.
Every
Oh,
post of hers was like that.
They all just.
I'm being repressed.
Yeah.
Right.
Well.
And so, like I'm saying, those are the same people that were worried about the kids in cages, that are worried about climate, that are worried about rapist in the White House,
Right.
all these things. It all comes back around.
I like that bell.
It's a nice one.
Is it the dinner
Ding
bell?
ding bells, ding ding bells. So man, I recorded a
Sleep track.
some hip hop last night, man.
Yeah, you did.
That you're gonna have to check out before you split.
He's talking to you. I already listened to
offline.
it. It's pretty good.
Offline, but yeah,
It is
man,
pretty
just a
good,
shout
man.
out to Bane.
Bane.
Yeah,
Good
man.
name.
From Batman.
That he came in
Where's
Norwich local.
I
And,
was born in the dark.
My buddy Dylan told
Bobby.
he knows about this place, so he asked me if he goes, I know this kid, would you be willing to record him? And of course I was willing to, and I said, hey, yeah, if you can just do like the single, so just the two of them came down last night. Nobody
Just
was
the
around.
two of them.
Spent he did his stuff on the stage, so again a place where nobody's been. He stuck over there. I stayed in my room, cleaned up everything,
Nice.
So but yeah, I wanted to,
What a
I wanted to show you
catch.
that.
Yeah,
Cool.
the sanitary practices in this place are second to none, man.
Well,
It's not bad. It's like the way that
Josh
it's the
spits a
way
little
that
too
the
much
place
when he
is
talks,
very
but-
the way the place is very spread out is you
I
can
don't
see like what
swallow.
I'm saying. That's why when I invite anybody to come play guitar, you
Just
kinda
come with your
feel that,
pants off.
It's definitely safer than
Is what he
the
does.
store.
Christ.
Safer than the store you're going to, that's for sure.
He likes you to come down when no one's here but him. All right. Yeah, I got to get out of here.
Tummy rumbling.
Well, yeah.
All right, bro.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I'm gonna
Mang
play
and
a
Neads
song.
show.
We can cut out of here.
Well, you
That's
guys
cool,
can
man.
keep going. I don't give a fuck.
Well, we
I'm
got
just
our
about here.
we did our yeah.
Show Warner some rap.
Oh, I'm gonna show him some rap. Oh, I'll close it out with just I'll close it out with that. For
With
sure.
what?
Like just a little clip from that. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
yeah.
play much, but just I don't know. There's a little bit of additional profanity.
Well, you know what?
Josh, aren't you going to say that your dad my dad raps? Why aren't you playing my dad?
No, I don't. No, that. See, we're missing the point. I think. All right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
All right, peace, Josh.
Later, bruh.
We're gonna just play a song.
Later, buddy.
I'm gonna see if I can get this through.